Hi, it's Bernie, your travel and event guy. 2022 is winding down, but we still have several great events that I want to show you. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what we have in store for you for 2023.
It was a night, oh what a night, it really was such a night. Oh, the moon was bright, oh how bright it really was such a night. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Ha! It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. I have a feeling, it's a feeling I'm concealing, I don't know why. It's just a mental, incidental, sentimental alibi. But I adore you, so strong for you. Why go on stalling? I'm a falling, love is calling, why be shy? I would do anything for you.
The bus just got here and we are ready to take you on another fabulous trip.
The Los Angeles Farmers Market. It's been here since 1934. The LA Farmers Market has about 50 different eateries. They're open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, closed about 7 p.m. on Sunday. The food's all really good. It's like a variety of different foods, from sushi right behind me to one of my favorite places, this one, Phil's Delicious Deli. They have really great pastrami sandwiches. There's an
The La Brea Tar Pits in the heart of Los Angeles are one of the city's most unique places to explore.
The tar pits and the museum are located in the Hancock Park area of the city, and there where natural asphalt has seeped up through the ground over tens of thousands of years. The outdoor area is free to explore, and there's lots of different tar pits to see, including the main one in the front, which has an example of what it would have looked like for an animal to be stuck in the tar pit.
When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Oh, baby, I guess you say what can make me feel this way. Since my girl, I'm talking about my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees in the name.
The Rolling Stones performing at your event. They look like the Stones. They sound like the Stones. They swagger like the Stones. But they're Jumping Jack Flash.
Four guys from Jersey. They traveled the world and came back with a whole new set of songs. They've got Broadway hits. They've got classic songs. From Frank Sinatra to Frankie Valli to Figaro. Forget about it. The Jersey Tenors.
Hello again. Welcome to the Chicago Club Travel Show. I'm Dorothy Pacella, your host for today's show. And it's a Tuesday morning. We're at Gate 3. We're going somewhere. It's a beautiful day. And we're so excited to be on the road again. Our travelers are here early today, which is normal for our guests. So we're all excited to get going. So I think you all know my favorite handsome favorite face here is Bill Hoffman, and he's going to tell you about where we're going today. And here we are. Let's go.
November is a really nice time to tour. It's generally very clear. We're going to the Broad Museum, which is on Bunker Hill. Grand Avenue is so beautiful these days. They have the new Grand by Frank Gehry. They have Disney Concert Hall. They have the Museum of Contemporary Art. But we're going to one of the newest museums, the Broad. The architecture is fantastic, and it's contemporary art. After leaving the Broad, we're going to go to the San Antonio Winery, which is a cultural heritage landmark. It's the only operating winery in Los Angeles. The gift shop is great, the wine tasting, and the food is wonderful. Then we're going to leave and go to the Japanese American National Museum. It is a highly regarded museum, and Little Tokyo, by the way, is a national landmark historic district. It tells the story of the sad internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. We may also have time to go to the Japanese Village Plaza. So we have art, we have wine, and we have a great museum. So there you have it, another great Chicago Club tour.
Okay, everybody, let's get on board. This bus is pulling out. Here we go.
If you have a complaint or problem, see Dave. He's got an experience. He can really handle that kind of stuff. So.
Poor Bill. Thank you, Dave.
So there's another tour company. They say don't use a complaint. It's just an opportunity to improve. There you go. That's a good way to look at it. Okay. So I think you'll love the Broad Museum. The architecture is very unusual. It looks like a honeycomb box. That's what they call the veil. I don't even know what it's made out of. I know it's reinforced with steel, but it allows the light, the natural light comes into the art. It's amazing. So they call it the veil. The vault is the second floor. When we enter the museum on the bottom floor, we go up an escalator through a tunnel, and you will see the art on the second floor. That's the vault. So they take art from the vault and they periodically put new pieces there. And it's kind of fun because you can see the vault as you go up the escalator and down the stairs. And then the top floor is all art. And I think you'll love it. And as I said before, Grand Avenue is really getting famous. It's got the Music Center, Disney Concert Hall, the Museum of Contemporary Art, the Broad, and now it's got Frank Gehry's new project, the Grand. Then we're going to go to the San Antonio Winery, which is the only winery in LA, and people love it so much. It's got a wonderful gift shop. The wine is great. You can wine taste if you want. You can buy bottles of wine, or you can just eat. They also have it was opened in 1917, so it's been operating a long time. You see their signs everywhere, by the way. Celebrate the holidays. What's that wine, Dave? Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa is the San Antonio winery. How many are going to sign up? Hey, we just filled it. We didn't care. Okay. The Japanese American Museum is in Little Tokyo, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Dave will give us a lecture of background on this wonderful museum. There will be time, if you want to shop, to go across the street to the Japanese Village Plaza. It's a beautiful pedestrian street. So that's a pretty fun day, don't you think? All right, we have a great driver, and hopefully the traffic won't be too bad. At the bottom, can you please look at the bottom? I am not sure, Dorothy. Just let me know. Could everybody come a little closer? I want to get you out of the sun. I know. I'll give you a hug.
How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay,
I didn't see you get on the bus. You're looking at the newest complex in downtown LA. It took them 12 years because the economy went down, and it took them a long time to get the building funded. This is by Frank Gehry. On the left, we see the Conrad Hotel, named from Conrad Hilton. It's a Hilton Hotel. Look at the inside of it. Look at the picture there. The interior design is beautiful. And then the building is typical Frank Gehry. It's kind of jumbled, deconstructivist. And look, we're getting bounce light. The sun is reflecting on us, and it's not quite as bright. If there was a tree here, the tree would grow faster because of the bounce light. Now, do you see the trees right there? That's the lobby of the hotel. And Frank Gehry was so happy with this building. Let's turn around. This building now has a neighbor because it was sitting all alone, and now it has a context. So Frank Gehry is very happy about that. Next to it, we have the residences. These are condominiums that you can purchase if you're getting tired of Laguna Woods. You can buy one here. They're now leasing it, and it goes up 39 stories. Also, one thing I think is kind of exciting, look at the rendering right here. At night, people are going to spill out from the hotel when they're having a concert, and they're going to project the concert onto the walls of the stainless steel. So this is going to be a beautiful outdoor room. Can you see what I mean? It's supposed to be a lively plaza with restaurants and stores and a real public space. So what do you think of the architecture? Yeah, it's got definitely an interesting shape, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's part. Yeah, that was built in the 1980s. One more thing, guys. Look at the building on the right. It used to be shiny stainless steel, and it was blinding the drivers. So they made them buff it out, so it's no longer as bright, which I think is better. Have you ever been to a concert in here?
Yes.
Acoustics are fantastic. Now, one more thing I'd like to point out. Look what Gehry put in the middle. What did he put in the middle? Trees, a plaza. So you can sit and relax now. Because you're in the middle of the city, and it's very hot, it's very noisy. You have a little place where you can relax. So, I don't know if I'm ever going to stay in the Conrad, but I...
Art museum. The building was designed with the sole purpose of displaying and housing the collection. So we've got this lovely veil outside that's meant to allow natural indirect light to best showcase the art. On this first floor here, we're going to have our special exhibition space. That is currently the South African artist William Kentridge. That one is a paid exhibition. If you decide you want to check that out, you can purchase tickets in the lobby. On the second floor, we've got restrooms and our vault, which is where the bulk of the collection is currently stored. On the third floor, we've got quite an assortment of their collection on display. So that's where you're going to want to head. When we go in, you'll see a giant escalator that'll take you just right up to the main collection. We do have a bag check in the front lobby if anybody needs to check in a bag. Just a few guidelines. Photos and video are fine, just no flash. There's no eating or drinking allowed inside, but you're welcome to come out and have a snack in the courtyard and head back in if you'd like. Maintain a safe distance from the artwork. If you have any questions while you're inside, there's a lot of us in there in all black with red lanyards. We're here to answer any questions you might have about the art, about the roads, about the architecture, anything you might want to ask us. All right, any questions?
Yeah, because of this, thank you.
Yeah.
Because of the size of our group, we couldn't get a group tour. But avail yourself to ask questions of all these wonderful staff members. There's no Broad app though, or is there?
You can go onto the website as well. We do have a little QR code by the escalator. You can ask any one of us and we can give you our QR code. And that'll take you to the website. It gives you kind of
building, and he built a gas building. So he gained, I'm not sure, 35 extra stories. Everybody was happy. The city of LA saved their library. They had $120 million, and they did a beautiful remodel of the library. Isn't that a great example? And now, see how smart you guys are. Why is the library no longer going to be threatened? Not only is it a historic landmark, why can't you build a skyscraper there anymore? Because they already took the land and they transferred it to another building. Here's Pershing Square on your left. Pershing Square used to be all grass. Here's the jewelry district. You can start wine tasting immediately, but to your right is the food. So I hope the line isn't too bad. It looks like there are some people here, but while you're in line, you can also taste. So follow me into the winery. The food is really good. You choose whatever you want. It's buffet style.
You can pay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a cafeteria style.
Cafeteria style.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't mean buffet.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nice day. This is great.
From Laguna Woods, they travel to many faraway areas, and here we are. Yeah, that's right.
I hope to visit someday. I was born and lived in this area my entire life. I was 20 short. Anyway, my name is Melissa. I'm a member of the museum. I work as visitor services. A little bit of background about our museum. So this building was built in the 90s. This is not our original building. The original building is right across the way, right over there in that blue building. So this was an area back during the...
You could raise your voice just a little.
During the internment times, that people were, that this was a stop use for the Japanese Americans to get on the buses on the way to the internment camps. You'll be seeing a barrack upstairs on the first floor. That's from one of the camps. And here I have maps for you, so you're more than welcome to take them. We have two exhibitions upstairs, one on the first floor. We recommend starting upstairs. The thing we have to use, please don't flash photography. We also have an artificial intelligence upstairs. You're more than welcome to ask questions. His name is Boston. He was a veteran who passed away recently, but we were able to record his questions and his memories in order for you to still have a conversation with him. And we also have the augmented reality experience, where you can see us during the past, how it looked like during when they were getting on the buses to head on to the internment camp. So if you would like the map, I'm going to hand them over to you, and then you're on your own.
Hey guys, I'm going to pass out that if you didn't get a sticker, come and see Melissa. Happy exploring, everybody.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chicago Club Travel Show, Part 2. We have a very special trip planned for you today to complement the one you've just watched. This is our holiday trip, and we're going to the city of Riverside to the Mission Inn to watch the Festival of Lights.
Yeah.
So this will be holiday delight, and we do mean delight. And we've got a great trip planned. So sit back, start wrapping your packages, and Hoppy will now tell us what's in store for us for this afternoon. By the way, it's a Monday in December, and it's a late trip because we're leaving here at 1:30 because we want to be in Riverside when it's dark.
Yep.
So Bill, tell us about our trip today.
Okay. Well, downtown Riverside is really a beautiful historic town. They made their money in the 1890s from oranges. They shipped oranges all over the world, and Riverside became the richest town in the United States for a brief 8 years. The downtown is beautiful and has the magical Mission Inn. It's a National Historic Landmark, one of the most famous hotels in the United States, and we have a guided tour. Each group is going to have a guided tour of 90 minutes of the beautiful interior, and it's decked out in all the holiday lights. So after our tour, we're going to go to the Riverside Food Lab and enjoy maybe a cocktail, but we're going to have great food, and then we're going to go back and they're going to light up the downtown, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So we have a beautiful and it's a beautiful day today. It rained last night. It's going to be clear in Riverside, and we're super excited. You know, they closed the Mission Inn because of COVID, and it's been 3 or 4 years since we've gone there, so we're pretty excited.
How many lights are there?
Well, several years ago, they said it was the second most famous light show in the United States. I don't know the number of lights, but it was ranked number 2. It's just drop dead gorgeous.
In the millions.
In the millions, exactly. Okay. So let's get on the bus and let's roll.
We're going to
Feliz Navidad. We usually leave in the morning, don't we? We're going to the Festival of Lights in the Mission Inn. So you guys look very festive. Dave is one of my elf back there. Dave and I've got the hat. We're the tour guides, Hoffy and Dave. And we wish you guys a Feliz Navidad. Did everybody get a packet?
Watch out. I didn't get a packet.
Here you go.
I did. Okay.
There you go.
We need another one?
I wish I had another one.
Okay. We'll just have to do the quiz together.
Okay, everybody, so I need your attention for just a couple minutes. We have a beautiful afternoon, don't we? Gorgeous. We had a little rain last night, and look at the sky. And you're lucky to live in Laguna Woods. You have beautiful landscaping. Who does the landscaping around there? You guys do. Man, I think we should do a tour of just the landscaping. So, let me tell you about the tour. On your name tags, can you see my phone number, everybody? So, if you don't like the food, if you have a complaint about the tour, Dave's number is area code 9. Just kidding. Yeah. So if you need me at all, just call me. That's fine. Please don't call me tomorrow, but you can call me today. So let me talk about today's tour. We're going to beautiful downtown Riverside. Riverside is the most beautiful town in the county. It became wealthy. Why? How did Riverside get its wealth? Oranges, exactly. It became the wealthiest U.S. town for 8 years, starting in 1892. It shipped oranges, tangelos, tangerines, and grapefruits all over the world. So if somebody in New York was eating a navel orange in the late 1800s, it was because of Riverside. And because Riverside became so wealthy, it built a lot of beautiful, beautiful homes, which we're going to see, and it built the world-famous Mission Inn, which is a National Historic Landmark. We have a guided tour. You're going to go through the entire Mission Inn, decked out for the holidays. We're going to divide in groups of 3, and you'll go through the Mission Inn. By the way, the only way you get to see the Mission Inn is, this time of year, is if you're a guest in the hotel or you sign up for a tour, which we did. So that's going to be great. So after our tour, we're going to walk 1 block to the Riverside Food Lab, which is a really cool food hall where you can drink a cocktail if you want. Ooh. There's whiskey and beer and wine. I'm not encouraging you. I don't know about eggnog, but there's 11 different food vendors for you to order your dinner. It's very, very hip and fun. It's the Inland Empire's first food hall. Then, after dinner, we're going to walk back together, and you're on your own for 45 minutes to cruise around. You don't need me or Dave. You guys, I'm going to give you a map when we get there, and they light up the Mission Inn so beautifully. I recommend that you walk all the way around it. I also recommend that you walk down the entire mall. It's so beautiful. And then we'll do Christmas songs on the way back. It's just a beautiful way to start December, isn't it? And I want to thank the Chicago Club. The Chicago Club has been doing these great tours now for, I think, 9 years. I think this is our 9th year.
And I don't think, obviously with COVID, we missed a year, everybody missed a year. But anyway, this is the first time the Mission Inn has been open since COVID. So it's really a great opportunity. Yeah. So what do you think of the itinerary, everybody? So remember that when we get there, I don't want to pass out the maps now, it just gets confusing. Now if you look at your packet, I have some silly little quizzes. Do you see the Christmas quiz, everybody? If you want to do the Christmas quiz.
Yeah, good girl.
I have the famous Larry light. We'll go over the answers to that in a half an hour. I've been getting some complaints about my prizes. So I'm stepping it up now. I've got a beautiful forest fir scented candle. Ooh. No more No more spatulas. And then, if that isn't enough, one of our prizes, these beautiful holiday socks. What do you think, folks? Everybody in Laguna Woods is wearing them. And by the way, our trip coordinator today is Peter Henschel. Did I say your name right? Peter Henschel. Let's hear it for Peter. Yay! And let's hear it for Carmen and Dorothy for as part of the travel committee. And Linda Yachman is the one who keeps track of the spreadsheet.
You're going to be sorry that you asked me to sit here.
So you guys, sit back and enjoy the trip. In 20 minutes, I'll go over the Christmas quiz. So guys, I'd like to start us off with a little Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano. You know the words, don't you?
Oh, yeah. We should make them up as we go.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. And if you don't mind, I'd like to sing one non-Christmas song, may I? Sure. It's the most famous song in Mexico. It's called La Bamba. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia, y otro besito, y arriba, y arriba. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Now the second verse goes, para subir al cielo, to go to heaven. Para subir al cielo se necesita, you need una escalera grande, a big tall ladder, y otra chiquita, y arriba, are you ready? So it's para subir al cielo. He's gonna fall. Para subir al cielo, para subir al cielo se necesita una escalera grande. Una escalera grande y otra chiquita, y arriba, y arriba. Ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. ¡Vamos!
almost 800 feet built in the 1880s. So Riverside started to be in terms of high-end art. Red, yellow, and that was originally Joseph, and that was his wife's favorite, and now it's Josephine. So you see these two cannons here, right? Actually, Mr. Miller was a fervent advocate of peace. That was his thing. He was not like a striker pacifist, but he was a fervent advocate of peace. And he got these two from the exhibit up in San Francisco in 1914 when they had the expo for the opening of the Panama Canal. They had one there and they had one down in San Diego as well. In fact, they just had, they've had some recently too down there. So he went up there, and these were in the Philippines exhibit because Spain had conquered the Philippines, and they brought them over to the exhibit. And Mr. Miller inquired about them because that was a favorite hunting ground for Mr. Miller to get our items to bring back here to keep people amused and entertained and talking about all the items that he brought back. He would bring back carloads or railroad cars full of stuff. Okay? And he brought these because they didn't want to take them back to the Philippines because they're so dang heavy. These are actually Spanish galleon ship cannons from the late 1700s and early 1800s. And we had to replace the carriages because they were so rotten after a while, okay? So these are now what, way over about 200 years old. About 200 years old. So they were out in front for a long time, except they had to pull them back in here because kids were putting firecrackers in them. And the one guy from Montebello tried to steal them one day. The Native Americans and the soldiers about activities occurring at the mission, okay? origination church over here. So here you go. This is look like a family patio. There it is over there across there with the garden and the bell. And lots of okay, over here is the meeting room, the Santa Barbara room, this is office. Over here. You guys are wandering too much. Come on. Oh, I didn't get to talk about it. I forgot. Holy.
I think George is in there, but let me check.
Hold on.
Yeah, he just went in there. He just went in.
Did you notice the building on top there? Across the way with the columns?
Yeah.
That's the Alhambra suite, which was probably the biggest suite in the end here. Yeah, just over there. Are you guys getting tired? Is that it?
You need a drink.
Over here, very tall. That's the Alhambra, which is not a thing, but the mortgage cap. All right, so there's all the flyers that I've got going here. They're including Orville Rice. If you know that name and you can spell it, you'll get off any DUI. But there you go. It was from Spain, from the late 1600s, early 1700s, they started doing this. So this is the high point of Spanish wealth. This is when they had jobs and money. And they also, the Catholic Church wanted to do a big contrast with the rising Protestantism of Martin Luther. So they said, well, no, we're not, they're going to go Barstow, we're going to go Las Vegas. So they started, well, that's kind of what they did. They started doing elaborate stuff, the ropes, very low stuff. And this is called picturesque, where this is around doors and windows with outlines it. It's very detailed with respect to floral patterns and columns like this. And it's Beverly Hills adopted for their city hall in the 30s actually.
Down as far to the front.
Okay. This is a chapel. It is not a church. It's not been consecrated as a church.
Okay.
How many people are Catholic? No, you get married here, but then you have to go to a Catholic church. Okay? Even though it was blessed, even though there was a bishop from LA who was here for the opening. Still not.
Priests cannot perform a Catholic ceremony.
Huh?
Priests cannot perform a Catholic ceremony.
No.
Because it's not constitutional.
So we had, ecumenical, we had
Every other.
huh?
Anything else can be.
Yeah. Jewish, Muslim.
Right. Everywhere.
Oh, Hindus, but they don't stay here. They go down to the main ballroom because they have the big ceremony. You know, they carry around. See where these little circles on the outside? Those are seasons of the year. And months. You'll see months and seasons there. The big circles, however, are stories from the Bible. Okay? In contrast, over here, these are reflecting windows. That is, the glass is embedded in a kind of a mixture, okay? Kind of a cement mixture. And it reflects light from inside here. because these were right next to the Metropolitan Light Show, so there was no external light source. Okay? And also up here, the rondelle, way back there, see that rondelle? Way up into the chandelier. A big old round thing. That one's translucent too, and during the daytime it's really nifty when the sun comes over about right around noontime. It shines through there. The one next door is reflecting like this one right here. Okay? I'm going to get to this. So here. This is one of my favorite paintings right here. This is a marriage of Mary and Joseph. Now they didn't get married by actual reality by a Catholic priest. They would have been married by a rabbi. But this was done by one of the first painters in Mexico, the Baltimore. And it's done on board. It's just a really good painting reflecting the time of the Dutch masters.
Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. It's really been a pleasure bringing this wonderful adventure to you, especially if you couldn't come to Riverside tonight. This is truly a festival of lights. This has been our gift to you, our holiday delights. And on behalf of this entire Chicago Club, we wish you a happy holiday, a blessed Hanukkah, and a healthy new year. See you next year. Bye-bye.